Okay, hello, welcome to the 2019 Women's Mid-Atlantic. Forget what draw number we're on now, 9 maybe? And
I have no idea.
Plainfield Broomzillas versus Team Hallisey is our feature sheet here. And we can even show their pictures. The this would be
That would be
Team that's a plain. Hold it. The
oh yeah, that's definitely
this is Team Hallisey, and the other team was Plainfield Broomzillas.
Yep.
And Plainfield Broomzillas is, I think, throwing the red stones today is what the chart says they're supposed to do. We'll see if that's what they do. That's our feature sheet B here. On sheet A, we have Team Findlay throwing red versus Venice Bees throwing yellow. And Team C is Lauren and Honorary Laura versus Team Birchner.
Yeah, that'll be a nice grudge match there. They're both competitive teams that go to playdowns every year,
so they know each other.
Yeah, they definitely know each other.
And sheet D, Team Brockman versus Team Hamilton. Okay, looks like we're ready for the first stone here. We're here on the webcast operator. This is Ken Clark. Maybe I'll show myself here for a second. Hello. And another commentator. You want to introduce yourself?
I'm Andrea. I'm hiding from the video.
So, Plainfield Broomzillas.
Yep.
First stone.
Is this your phone?
Yeah, that's my phone. Oh. I'll get it in a minute here.
I think you gotta go.
All right, and we're back.
Okay.
So it's like plain.
Look at that. Perfect center guard. Good way to start the game.
Yeah, Plainfield just threw up a nice center guard.
So
Looks like they're going to try to draw behind. That's Team Hallisey. Their lead. Boy, I'm going to attempt the name. Jeanne Moylan? I'm horrible with names, so I apologize.
would that be Jeannie? I'm not quite sure either. I got the pronunciations from the other team, but I forgot to ask pronunciations from this team.
10.
But they came up a little short, so they now have 2 center guards there. So now Plainfield, I think, is going to try to draw behind the other way. They also came up a little short, so now there's 3 center guards up. And they're just trying to draw behind again. I guess the ice must be a little slow. I don't have a stopwatch on me, so I can't actually get times. But yeah, that one came up just a hair short too. Well, actually, it really wasn't short. It was just a little tight, so they crashed on their own guard, and neither stone is in the hostel. I think.
So this would be Linda Carubia from Plainfield Broomzillas. As we move on to second stones, second player stones. And look at that, another center guard. Oops. Oh, sorry, forgot to switch your house camera. There we go. So nobody touching the house yet.
Yeah.
And Gretchen Cha-Cha. I did check the name on her pronunciation, so Gretchen is Cha-Cha.
Cha-Cha, okay. She's gonna look like trying to just draw, although I think promotes there as well, and I think she'd be perfectly happy with that. And they're on it. I think they think it might be a little light. But they're definitely gonna get that promote. And put it in top 12, nice and buried.
So with all those guards, just happy to have something in the house.
Yeah. I think Red's going to try to draw behind.
Jack this up. Yes,
Well, looks like a pretty good draw, if it's not too heavy. Can't tell. Oh, no, that was too heavy. The line was really good.
Yeah, they should have tapped off the yellow to slow it down a little.
Yeah, they might have been trying that.
Maybe that's why they were sweeping. Yeah.
It's quite possible, yeah. So yellow's going to try to put another one in. Going hard. They're going to do another promote, so they're still going to have 2 in the top 12. Well, they're a little less buried now.
That was 2 for Jules, right?
9.5.
It looks light to me, but it's hard to tell from this angle. It's not light. I was incorrect on that one. It's a pretty good draw in terms of weight, almost to the T line. Unfortunately for them, it's wide open for the hit. Didn't bury.
So I do have a timer on my camera switches here, so that one was around 12.9, 13 seconds, hog to hog.
Okay. They're on it, so they think it was tight. Well, now they're off of it. That looks pretty good. They're hoping for the inside roll, and they got a pretty good one. Not quite as much as they'd hoped for, but still at least half buried, so it's going to be hard for Red to get the inside roll.
Yeah, that would be a pretty hard hit to make. Definitely very hard hit to get the inside of.
Yeah. And I think Red isn't even going to try. I think they're just going to try to draw. They're really sweeping the I think it's going to crash on the guards, unfortunately. And they were not quite lined up for any kind of promote, so they didn't really get anything in the house.
There'd be, even if they touched the house, it would still be 3 yellows out, counting them anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't tell if that. No, I don't think that top red one is in.
Actually, it might be better for them. They split out the reds a little bit, so they leave a little more promotion opportunity, maybe.
They do, although yellow is attempting to throw a guard here to stop them from that, but it looks like yellow might have overthrown that a hair. It's really hard to tell on weight, but there it comes. That's a pretty decent guard. They're still lined up that they could certainly throw the promote, but
definitely hard to draw anything at this point. Not anything that would outbeat the yellow anyway.
I mean, we can be like.
this is Patty Hefner. Looks like, yeah, she's going to try to promote on one of the reds. There's a lot of reds there, so as long as you get it with a little bit of weight, you'll should be able to promote one of those in. Depending on your angle, you also have a run back. Pretty close. Can't quite tell if it was enough to get them shot, but certainly puts them at least second, possibly shot rock.
Let's see, what do my eyes say red is shot?
Your eyes might be better than mine. I can't really tell at all. Maybe some of the viewers can tell better than I can.
It just feels a little bit more red to me.
It might be.
But you can never tell for sure from our cameras.
At the very least, it's close. So that was a really great shot from Patty. And it doesn't look, I mean, it's hard to tell from the cameras, but it doesn't look like it's very open for the hit. Looks like they might be trying a run back.
So Laura Hallisey. Skip, throwing our first skip rock.
Yeah, I think she's trying to run back that yellow, which can't really see on the camera, I don't think, but there's a yellow sort of in front of the house, and I think they're going to try to run that back into the red. Oh, it's over curling, I think. Oh! They still got to it, but now it's quite clear red is shot rock.
Yep. The debate before is no longer relevant.
Yeah, that is true. Definitely wasn't what they were trying to do, but
if red was shot before, then it hasn't really done him any damage.
Yeah.
Besides losing a stone.
I think it was certainly worth a try.
Yeah, it was close to what they wanted.
Yeah.
Patty with the last red rock at the end.
If they had made that shot, they would have been sitting 3. So certainly worth the shot, even though unfortunately they didn't make it.
So I guess red's trying to draw in here, I believe, or at least guard that part.
Yeah, I think they're going to try to draw buried. And if they come up short, I think they'll be perfectly happy with the guard.
Here with like that plan.
It's like a good line. It's going to bury at least partially, if not completely. If it sticks around. Unfortunately, that was a little heavy, and it's going to go right through.
So, yellow would like to get that red out of there, but I don't see any good options for it.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's pretty well buried. So I think their options are either try a circus shot, if you will, to basically tap their yellow into the red and try to get that out. It's not an easy shot since that yellow's pretty well covered by those
can't get a
guards.
lot of weight on it. You'd have to get a good amount of weight on it to make sure it's passed.
That would, in theory, be for 3, but I don't know if that shot's there. The other option is to try to draw for 1. I think they're debating it right now. Or they're trying a slash run back. Yeah, I think they might be trying that slash run back. So there's that yellow right at the front of the house on the right. And I think they're going to try to hit that at an off angle and hit that into the red to sit 3. That is a tough shot, but there, it's definitely there.
And danger is they give up 1 and keep the hammer, so.
Yeah, well, I mean, you have to try it. I don't.
Yeah.
There's no harm in trying
it's
this
still
shot.
it's still the first end. Why not?
They're sleeping hard.
That's gonna hit something.
Yep. See, I can't tell the angle. Oh! They actually got to it. It was a great shot, but it was just a little bit thin. So because they were a little bit,
their own yellow got in the way.
yeah. So they were kind of frozen there, and the way physics worked, it didn't quite get it out.
1 for Plainfield Broomzillas.
Yep.
On the first end.
That was a great try, though, by Team Hallisey.
And they're clearing the stones on sheet C. I think red scored 1 there probably, but I didn't get a good look at it. Sheet A, I didn't see what happened.
Sheet A, we have red. I'm not sure which team is which, but red has 2.
Red would be Team Findlay, assuming they're going by their. Yeah,
red is Team Findlay.
The other one is the bees. So if they don't have the, if they're not wearing bee costumes, then it's definitely Findlay.
They do stand out with the bee costumes. And Sheet C hasn't posted their score yet. Once they do, we'll let you know. But it looks like red, which is Team Laura, Lauren, and honorary Laura at least scored since they are throwing first. Back to our feature sheet. Red just drew one to the top 12, so yellow is content to hit it out, given that it was touching paint. So wasn't subject to the free guard rule.
And now red's trying to return the favor.
Yep. They will exchange hits for a bit.
That's what happens when we don't have guards.
Pretty nice.
Looks like this might be out a bit wide. Let's see if it comes back. And we'll get a piece of it. Won't stick around. We'll have a clear house.
Now maybe somebody will put up a guard.
Sheet D finished their first end, and it looks like red. I'm not sure which team that is, but they took 2 in the first.
Team Brockman, if that's going by the roster.
It looks plausible.
Over Team Hamilton.
And yellow here just through. Team Hallisey.
It's switching back and forth. That's a wandering stone. Pick something, I guess.
Yeah. I still have an empty house.
Oh, they're on sheet C. They did post 1 red, as I suspected.
2, 3.
So that's 1 for Lauren, and honorary Laura on sheet C.
Honorary Laura, in this case being Courtney Shaw, but since everyone else was named Laura or Lauren, she became honorary Laura. So we finally have a guard up, my center guard. So Red's gonna try to draw behind, looks like. Finished pretty nicely. It's a little heavy. It's a little heavy.
Yep. My camera said 12.5 seconds there.
Yeah,
so.
that doesn't surprise me then. And they just put out the desserts. I might have to disappear for a minute to go get myself some tasty sweets.
Well, looks like a draw, but obviously not guarded at all. Draw down to it, she says.
Pretty good.
Linda Pesci. That was the even faster stone. 11.7 seconds, hog to hog, and sailed right on through.
And just so everyone knows, we have reindeer brownies. So they are a brownie with pretzels for the antlers and eyes and a nice little red nose.
Maybe I'll show it. I'll show it on the webcam after after this draw.
I'm not sure who made them, but they are absolutely adorable.
I think I saw some last year, but I forget who made them. And another draw for yellow, not really guarding, but just another.
It's not guarding, but it certainly still pushed pressure on red. Looks a little narrow to me. I think they might be on that center guard.
Trying to hit something at that speed.
Yeah, you just want to make sure you don't stick around and roll in front of the yellow. Or put another yellow in. Ooh. Ah, no. They're just fine.
So, slightly better position, I guess, than they were.
Yeah. I don't think it makes it worse anyway.
Might make that double on the yellows a little bit easier, actually.
Yeah.
Because they bumped that one back over a little.
Certainly wasn't what they wanted to do, but could have been a lot worse. It looks like we have about 21 people watching right now, so thank you all to those of you at home who are watching via the feed. And we have Paul saying thanks for webcasting Ken and Andrea, so you're welcome.
You're welcome. Okay. 2 solids and a biter.
Yep.
Now.
Yeah, so they were trying to draw behind, which they did successfully do, but we're a little bit heavy, so they're biting the back of the house. It looks like Patty's going to try that hit again, but she's going to come from the other direction. For it to curl. I think it will. As soon as it moves, it's going to move hard. Yep. There they go. They're at it hard. I'm not sure it's going to get past that front yellow one. So they're going to just tap it over a little bit and roll out, which is definitely not what they wanted.
Nope, still 3 yellows left in the house. So.
Yeah. Yellow
It's like,
has
well,
hammer, so
what do
they're
you-
set up for a big end here.
Yeah, just want to throw something that, guards the shot rock or draws in behind the...
Yeah, I think they would have to get one either frozen to that yellow one or buried. Let's see what yellow does.
Hallisey.
This should be her first. So they're just trying to draw another one in. Looks a little heavy, but it will stick around the back of the house. I still think they're sitting for.
Yep, clearly. So, I guess red would want to sit on the yellow at this point.
Yeah, you just need to get something in there that yellow can't take out. So either
draw
nice
him behind the
buried
red,
or yeah,
but
freeze something on.
I'd go for the freeze. It seems like except they, I don't know. I guess I could do that. I'm just going to have to go in from the left.
Yeah. It's probably the safer shot.
And if it goes past, at least you land on the ones in back, you'd cut them down by 2, so.
Yeah, honestly, if you freeze to the ones in back at this point in time, don't think that would be a horrible result. You're not going to steal, but I think even if you set on the ones in the back, I don't know if you'd be third shot or second shot. But either way, you'd cut them down to either 1 or 2, and right now they're 4. Sweeping, it looks a bit wide, but might be a little light too. You really don't want to come up short here. They're gonna bump it back a little, so they're shot, but that little movement there will make it a little easier for yellow to take it out.
Yeah, don't have anything to lose at this point.
Yep. But certainly there's a lot of things that red one could jam on. So if you're yellow, you really want to hit it thin to
don't worry about your rock you're throwing. Let it spill out.
Yeah, let it spill out and take your 4.
So here's the hammer. Let's see if she can do that.
She's gonna try. It's a shot for 4 or possibly even 5, so. She thinks she's tight. I think she might be right.
What are we throwing?
She'll hit it. I don't think she'll spill it the way she wanted to. So it'll jam. And I think it'll be a steal of 1 for red.
Yeah, I think so too. Measure it?
Yeah, I think they might be measuring it. They're kicking all the other ones, so I think that means they're gonna measure.
Well, maybe we'll take this opportunity to show our reindeer cookie.
It's pretty adorable.
We can get that on the webcam here. Oh, that way. That way. Okay, there it is. Our reindeer cookie. Anybody want a bite? Now I can eat it. I've been saving it for the moment to. I guess it's really more of a brownie than a cookie.
Yeah, I think it's more of a brownie, but it's either way, it's adorable. So.
Oh, there goes the red nose. Sorry. It's a peppermint, hot peppermint.
See what the other sheets are doing. So C finished the end, but I didn't catch what happened. So as soon as they post the score, we'll let you know. D is in skips rocks. There's a lot of rocks in the house in D.
Well, they moved the red one first.
Usually, whatever one they push to the center means that's the team that scored. So
okay. So
yeah.
Which I think that's what I had guessed before, isn't it?
Yeah.
We
So
we said
it
we
was
thought
red.
it was a red scale of 1 for the red. As we thought. So another point for Plainfield Broomzillas, up now 2-0.
Yeah. So that was a really clutch shot for Patty, having drawn that red one in, because otherwise Plainfield would have had, Team Hallisey would have had a nice easy shot for 5. So certainly made it tough on them. And
I do see a score on sheet A. Another point for red. So a steal of 1 for Team Findlay.
Yeah.
Take a look. I think it's a little hotter.
Puts Findlay up 3-0 over MSBs.
Looks looks like, I think on C, actually, I don't know. I don't want to speculate. But back on B, we now have red drawing 1 into the top 12, just biting the 8-foot. I think yellow's going to try to go after it. Or draw a corner, not sure. It doesn't look like hit weight. I think it's a drawing in a corner guard.
Taking a slow walk down the ice here. So looking over on sheet D, they're still on the second end. With
Yeah.
a whole mess of rocks in the house, including 5 and touching red.
That's a lot of stones.
Looks like red's on the button, more or less. And
Doesn't
I
look
can't
like-
tell who's second.
Yeah, I can't tell. I don't think anyone's sitting more than 2, but there's a lot of stones in a very close proximity.
And yellow has hammer.
And yellow is looking at throwing their hammer right now.
So seeing if they can get the reds out of there. If they could get the reds out, then they'd be great, but I don't know if that's even possible. I don't think it is. But they
So,
could get 1 red out, they'd at least be better off.
yeah. So on B, yellow threw the corner guard, then red threw up a center guard to cover their 1 in the top 12.
Little tap going on there.
Well, and I now know how to pronounce the lead on Team Hallisey, since I just heard one of them say, "Very nice, Jeannie," so I'm going with Jeannie.
Okay. Oh,
And in fact, it was very nice.
on sheet D, yellow didn't manage to bump one of the reds out, so it's clearly red 1 at the moment. I mean, red 1 for the score on sheet D. So that puts Brockman up 2-1 over Team Hamilton. So a steal by Brockman.
Just the hair up, nose.
And is it a hog?
That was a
It's
hog, yeah.
Tag. Just normal. Center guard. Yes. Yep. Yes. Yeah. Yes.
I think yellow's just trying to rip the center guard. They might end up nosing it. They got it out and rolled their shooter over enough that the center is now more or less open.
Red wants another guard for that shot rock.
Looks like it's going to be a bit heavy for a guard. It's going to come down and just tap their red over a little and then roll to the back 8. But they're still sitting 2, so it's not so bad.
9.5. Team lead. Let it go. Let it go. Up, guys. Up. Try to find a good place to stand. Good shot.
Red's going for a bit of a hit and roll under their own yellow guard. I think they're going to be a little bit wide for that, but they'll still get the hit, and they'll roll the other way. So Red's still sitting one, but sitting one in the back of the house. They're sweeping hard now. I think they were trying the hit and didn't quite hit it the way they expected to, but they wicked off the yellow guard and sort of redirected right into the yellow that they were trying to hit. So, hey, plan B worked. Gave them the exact result that they were hoping for.
Let's see that again in our replay. Oh, sorry.
They're sweeping hard now. I think they were trying the hit and didn't quite hit it the.
Oh, and back to live.
So yellow's gonna try to follow it up. I think they're hoping for the double here. Or at least get one of them out and hopefully open it up so that they have a chance at that second one. It's okay. Oh, not quite. But they did a good job opening that up, getting their yellow buried. And getting at least one of those reds out, so.
Good place to be as long as red doesn't guard something or get another one in the house. So
Yeah.
I don't know what you would try doing here, trying to bury one maybe, or trying to guard.
No, I think it would be, depending on what you think yellow can do, it doesn't hurt to get another one in the house. They
Seems
split
like
the
that
house.
would be ideal since the other one's in the back of the house. I think I'd rather have one buried in the front of the house or
Yeah.
in the line.
It's a little
It's not going to bury, but is it going to guard? Well, it's something else to hit.
I mean, there's still a double there. It's right on the button, so yellow absolutely has no choice but to go after it. But question is whether or not yellow can get the double. I think that double very much is there. And they're sweeping hard. They're worried about it over curling and crashing on their yellow. And yeah, it did. So red is still sitting two.
But no guards. Yet. Soon to be a guard, most likely.
Oh, I'm sure they're going to try to throw a guard. Since red does not have hammer. They're going to try to cover their one on the button. If they're able to guard that, then yellow isn't going to have a whole lot of options.
Hard. You gotta go hard. Hard, hard, hard. Take this one out. Halfway, over right. Just heavy, Laura. Nice try.
Oh, okay. That's it.
Over right.
Right on. No. I'm having right here? Yeah. Perfect.
So we're going to try to put up a center guard.
3. Okay, keep on it.
Still needs to curl back a little bit. Might have overswept a hair.
Come on. Come on. All the way.
Here it comes. Yeah, so it still leaves it open. Actually open for the double, so
Yeah.
that was not quite what they were hoping for.
if if yellow misses a double, then they can put up another guard.
That is definitely true.
I mean, if it ends up in a hanging out, I'm trying to decide if I should just like tap it and sit here, make it
And since I don't think I'd seen it before, on sheet C in the second end, looks like yellow, so Team Kirshner scored 1. So that game, after 2 ends, was tied 1-1, but they're actually in skips rocks, so it will probably not be tied 1-1 in about a few minutes. But back on B, she tried the hit. Unfortunately, it looks like she ended up a bit wide. So she's just gonna flash that one. Which means I think Red's gonna try to put up another guard. At least that's my guess.
Yep.
And I think it's a fairly safe bet. Yeah, I think she's putting Broom there for the guard. I don't know what else you would do, so.
I was hoping to get a little through. Like we could have crossed it. And that would have left me in
Looks like it might be a hair. Nah, I think it's good. I was gonna say thought it was gonna be a hair heavy, but
It's slowing down pretty well.
yeah, I think there'll be a nice 3 guard, which is I think pretty much exactly what they wanted. So
Nice.
that's covered very nicely.
Definitely takes away the double, I would say.
Yeah, there's not a chance the doubles there. I actually don't know if you're yellow. I don't think there's a chance you can get one.
A heavy draw, just enough to bump the red back a little, possible.
It's possible. It looks like it's a little bit overburied. So
Yeah, to be able to stick in, yeah, probably right.
it's probably possible, but it's certainly not an easy shot. The alternative, if you're yellow, is just to try to get to be second shot, give up 1. I don't think that's a great option.
Or bounce off the one on the right.
Yeah, that in-off is also there.
But it's like, if you do that, it's pretty risky.
It's not that risky because
You wouldn't give up more than 2. It's not like
Yeah.
there's anything else.
I don't think there's any harm in that. I can't tell from where she has the broom if she's trying the in-off or if she's just trying a heavy draw. Just draw right to it, give it just a hair tap. In sheet C, they just threw hammer. That would be Courtney Shaw, or honorary Laura. And I think that's going to be through. Meaning, I think that was a steal of 3 from yellow for Team Kirshner. Yep, they just posted it. So steal of 3 for Team Kirshner.
Well, like you said, no longer tied for long.
Yeah, there have been a lot of stones in play. I haven't seen any blanked ends, actually.
Well, they almost got there, what we were talking about. That answers the question. They bumped the yellow here on sheet B, but, I mean, the yellow bumped the red, but not quite hard enough.
wasn't paying attention since
Yeah.
I was falling.
Just she drew in heavy draw, bumped back the red, but not like an inch, not far enough to take it away from the shot.
Is it 1 then?
Yeah, it would have been just 1 red at that point.
That's still a pretty decent result.
Yeah, that's good to be happy about. Yeah.
It's obviously not what they wanted, but all things considered, it had gotten themselves into a little bit of trouble, so. And on sheet A, we had red. Team Finlay stole 1 more, putting them up 4-0 after 3 ends. And on sheet D, they're still playing their third, so we will update you once once that finishes.
Wait's pretty good.
I believe the games on sheet A and B are elimination games, meaning whoever loses is out of the remainder of the competition, but I believe the games on C and D are the A event semis. So whoever wins those games goes straight to play at noon tomorrow, and whoever loses will drop to the D event semis.
There's that beautiful draw here by, how do you say your name, Jeannie?
Yeah, Jeannie Moylan.
Perfect draw
think
behind
we-
and on the tee line.
Yeah, that was a really nice one. So red is going to try to follow that one down. I think they're going to be a little light, so it's over curling a hair.
Well,
But they'll open it up, so
no more guard for the yellow,
yeah, it gives them a chance at it next time.
but by drawing in behind the other red.
Yeah, yellow being down by 4 is, I think, just trying to get some stones in the house so that they have a chance at a big end. Which they did in a couple ends ago. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for them, but
Just keep going like this.
this one's going to come up a little light. It's already on the red. So they're going to leave it. Just let it be a wide guard there.
Leaving their shot wide open.
Yep. And red is going to try to make it not wide open for long, by which I mean take it out.
Linda Carubia. There goes the yellow, and red stays in.
Yep, red stays in. They're back house, but they look, well, it's hard to tell whether or not they're buried from this angle. I think yellow's just trying to draw and potentially use that as backing, but draw under cover.
That's pretty nice. To the tee line.
Yeah.
And buried.
I can't quite tell how buried it is, but there looks like the skip was asking the thrower how much she could see of it, and she was.
From our camera angle, I'm guessing about
Yeah,
1%,
I think
maybe.
I think the result was I can't see enough of it to make it worth trying to hit. So they gave up on that. So that was a great shot by yellow to get that nice and buried and out count the red. So red's just gonna try to draw the other way, see if they can get one in to out count the yellow.
not going to get buried.
Yeah, they'll go in. I think they'll be shot. Maybe. Can't tell. Nope, they won't be shot. They will drift to the back 12. But even if they were shot, that was definitely not going to bury. So yellow will try to split the house, get another one. Well, maybe not. Yeah, I think she's...
She said, I think either split or plug the hole.
Okay, yeah. Plan A, plan B. She tapped the broom in 2 different spots, so I wasn't quite sure, but I think it was the, here's what I'd really like, and if you come up short and end up here, that's fine too. So, might be a bit heavy. No, it's not heavy. It looks pretty good. But they're not going to bury. So there'll be second shot. But fairly wide open. And behind the tee, leaving red the opportunity to just freeze right on top of it. Looks like they're going to go for the hit.
Yeah, would be the wise choice if you think you can get that other yellow out of there.
Yeah, I don't blame them. With a 4-point lead, just get rid of the yellows in the house. Make it so that yellow can't get a big end.
Yeah, they just have a 3-point lead, but yes.
Oh, you're right, 3 points. I apologize.
That's sheet A where they had a
Yeah.
3-point lead.
They had made a nice hit. They will,
Join the collection in their back of the house.
yeah, not be shot rock, but get the yellow out. So, so yellow's now only sitting 1.
Going to be hard to get that other yellow out of there with all the reds behind it.
Yeah, I don't think that yellow is going anywhere, to be honest. It's mostly buried and...
Yeah, I mean, if you hit the red back, ran the red back into it just right, you could pop it out. But I doubt we're going to see that.
I don't think they're even going to try. The yellow's trying to put another one in. She looks really wide to me.
Over on sheet D, you can see in the background, they're still on the 3rd end.
Yeah, that's a lot of stones in the house yet again.
And they still have 2 rocks left to play. Well, they got their center guard.
Yeah, they have a center guard. They wicked off the stone that was guarding their yellow, but didn't move it enough to make it so that it was not still guarding it. So yellow is still sitting 1 nice and buried. I think red is looking at promoting their guard in the front of the house. See if they can get that to the button. It's pretty good. It's over curling a bit, so they might just try to draw it in. It's gonna go right through the port. I'll wick off a little bit.
Oh.
Nice shot.
Yep, up to shot rock. Good job.
They wicked off their guard that I thought they were trying to promote and went right to biting the 4-foot. So now red is shot rock.
And half buried.
Half buried.
Kind of a tough hit, but doable.
That's a fairly narrow part that they have to hit through, but certainly possible. Yellow's on it. They're real worried about crashing on the guard.
Which it's going to do, I bet.
Yeah, you're right. Oh! Okay, they're safe.
They even bumped their yellow in, but not enough to count the red.
I thought it might crash on the yellow and end up taking that yellow out, but they're safe. So they opened up that center a little bit, made it easier for them to potentially hit that on their next shot. Although red's going to try to guard that so they can't, but... on D. They're finally on the last shot on hammer. So yellow is throwing her last. I cannot tell what is going on in that house. It's just a mess of rocks.
Of both colors.
Yeah. A lot of stones in play on that sheet. Looks like on D, the hammer just kind of sailed through. Didn't really hit anything. So I have no idea what the outcome there is. If I had to guess, I would say one red, but that's a guess. Oh, looks like a pretty good guard there for red.
Well, perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think there's much of a port to get through for the hit. She's got two more. So she could try to just peel that guard, see if she can double them. Or she could try a slightly heavy draw, see if she can tap.
Okay, it looks kind of terrible from down here.
Over on sheet A, red sitting 3 at the moment.
Yeah, it looks like 3. And I can confirm that on D, it did end up being 1 red. So my guess was correct.
Okay, finally that third end done in sheet D.
Yeah, they're going a little slow, but
So
that's
makes
all
it
right.
4-0. You know, sheets, if you look at the scoreboards in the background there for sheets A, B, and D, they all look the same, although 2 of them are offset by a point, but they all got the 1, 2, 3 in a row on the for red.
Yep. C is a little different. So it looks like she decided she'd try to either draw or tap that red a little bit. Not going for the peel. We're sweeping. Tapping back 4. Looks pretty good. They're past the guard. Get a little tap, but not enough to remove it from shot. They still have a slash if red doesn't guard.
At this point, red would be happy with a guard.
Yeah.
To get a point and another steal.
Yeah, if I were red, I'd put a guard pretty much right on the center line or just a hair to the left of center line to take away that slash. They were looking to see whether or not the port between the 2 red guards was big enough to get a stone through. It's probably big enough to get a stone through, but it's not any room for error. So I think the slash would be the easier shot.
I mean, if you came in and drew in it with a guard and tapped the 2 guards a tiny bit, he could get exactly everything guarded, really. But of course, you can never count on that.
Yeah. Well, if I were yellow and the house looked exactly the same as it does right now, what I would be doing is the slash. So basically, trying to hit that their own yellow that's at the sort of top of the 4-foot. Hit it with enough force to knock the red out and stick around and potentially sit 2 or 3. but I thought Patty was going to try to guard it, but it doesn't look like she is. It looks like instead she's trying to draw, possibly freeze to the yellow that's on the side there.
Oh, they were done on sheet A, but I didn't see what happened.
Oh, I didn't either.
Done with the end, I mean, not done with the game.
Yeah. On C, they're in skips rocks. So I don't know if that picked or
Yeah, something.
it looked like it started to take off. And since they're looking at their brooms, I think they thought it picked. But so that'll come up as a hog or possibly a burn. I don't know, but it won't be in play regardless.
So on sheet C, I see that they're down to the hammerstone red, throwing with 2 yellows in the house.
Yeah, so she's gonna try to draw. I'm guessing.
Yeah, draw
Right to the button. See if she can
freeze.
out count.
Yeah.
There's some clapping going on. I don't know. Must have been sheet D. So on C, she's just drawing to the button, but back to our feature sheet here on B, I think she's gonna try to the shot I was just explaining with that slash.
On sheet C, the draw's too heavy to take 1, but they do take the score down by 1 yellow, so it's only 1 yellow on sheet C.
Oh, they're going hard for that slash. I think they're a little inside. I don't think they're gonna get the slash. Nope. Just missed it. Just a little narrow.
No harm done. It's 1 red.
No harm, but I think they would have really liked that 2 or 3.
So we had 1 red on sheet B and 1 yellow, I said, on sheet C.
And red there just took a nice sigh of, phew, dodged a bullet there.
Yeah.
But dodged a bullet and stole 1. Not a bad result at all. Giving them a 4-0 lead. And on A, they posted the score. Red stole 1 more, making that a 5-0 lead for Team Findlay.
They let that one hog.
Yeah, came up a bit light. Oh, I think Red's not sad to just let it hog, given the lead.
Over on sheet C, they did hang up that 1 point there for yellow, as I assumed.
Yeah, that was quite clearly 1 yellow.
Sheets A and B are still have that similar looking scoreboard, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna have to wait a while to see what happens on sheet D.
Yeah, they're a little bit behind. They've been throwing a lot of draws though. Yellow had thrown up a kind of center-ish guard, and red followed with another center guard.
Checking to see if it's biting, but I'm pretty clear.
I think it's not, yeah. I'm positive it's not.
Great job. Nice job.
might see what happened there since.
Just bump their guard up a little bit, but
Yeah.
neither one's
Still
no-
nothing in the
nothing
house.
Looks like they're either trying to draw behind or tap up the red a little bit.
Yeah. I think they're hoping to draw behind, but if they end up tapping it up, they're perfectly fine with that. Given that it looks a little narrow, I think they might tap it up if it has enough weight.
That's not gonna make it.
Nah. It's gonna be a little light and overcurl.
It'll keep the yellows from much chance of double tapping theirs, I guess.
Got 4 center-ish guards in there now.
Going for the draw. Gretchen Cha-Cha.
It's gonna be a little tight, so
Looks
I know
like
they're
another
not gonna.
guard.
Yeah, they're not gonna get the draw. It's gonna wick off that guard and roll over, and yet another guard. So now there are 5 guards in front of the house, and yet still nothing in. But lots of house to draw to, so they will continue trying. That was a bit heavy, I think. Went through.
Gretchen Cha-Cha. Second stone for her.
She is also just going to try to draw behind the mess of guards in the front there. When you get something behind, I don't think anyone's going to be able to hit it out with so many guards. She looks a little bit wide, maybe a little bit light.
Draw here.
It's hard to tell if it was wide or not, but definitely light. So now 6 guards.
Well, whoever gets behind those guards is going to be in good shape.
That's definitely true.
Yep. Well.
Well, last time Linda.
Yes.
Is that Linda through here? No, which one? No, this is the first down for Linda on this end.
Ridiculous shot. Okay, 4 straight. 4 straight. All the way. No, that's fine. As far as you can. As far as you can. Okay.
Well, past the guards, but not yet another guard.
Yeah, she got it past that high guard, but it didn't get into the house, so now 7 guards in play.
And let's see what happens with yellow's draw attempt. This would be Tim Cooper.
Yep. I don't know if you got a time on any of the recent ones, see if it's slowing down.
Oh, yeah, I haven't been paying attention. Let's see what I can do here. And not like we've had a draw, so I can't actually say what a draw weight is. If
That's
we don't have a
true. I was just curious if the ice was slowing down.
draw. Well, I had 15 on that one, but I probably didn't get the start time exactly right.
Well, they were successful in getting one in the house, so now we do in fact have one in the house.
And it is buried.
It's only partially buried. They can actually see probably a good, at least half of it.
And that guard is a long way from it.
But they're not going to try to hit. They're just going to try to sit on top of it. They're going hard. If they can get it past that guard, it looks like a good shot. But I can't tell. Ah, it's past the guard. That was a really nice shot. Oh, it overcurled and is going to sit second shot on the back of the house.
Yeah, they were trying to sweep it a little more into the yellow, but
Yeah.
didn't quite.
They were trying to either sweep it a little bit more into the yellow or hope that it would stop and not go quite so far, but unfortunately neither of those happened, so they're still second shot. So yellow's going to try to draw a second one in.
Wait if you can. Yeah.
And that looks very wide to me.
Yeah, they're trying to wait for it to curl here.
Yeah. There they go. Starting to curl now. It has to be at least half 8 foot to out
Not
count.
going to do it.
Yeah.
Well, they're guarding their shot anyway, so
That's
it's
true.
not bad. Not
Red-
bad if they were ahead, but not
Yeah.
the points that they need.
Yeah, red's certainly not going to be able to hit that yellow one out anymore, but yellow's still only sitting one and
Plenty
With
of
the-
draw room from the left.
4-point deficit. You kind of want more than one.
Oh, okay. On sheet D, they finally finished their third end.
Or fourth end.
Fourth end.
Yeah.
They're not that far behind.
No, they're possibly a good end-ish behind,
Yeah,
but
soon to
not
be
two.
Yeah.
Whoa, line. Okay. Switch. Where?
So red's going to try to draw one in behind,
Okay, well.
but they're sweeping hard. I think they think it's light. And I would agree that that's going to come up a little bit light.
Well, helps guard yellow from that end anyway. A little bit.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think
Yeah.
they're okay with that. They're not going to get a steal, probably. At least certainly not with that shot, but it makes it really hard for yellow to get a second one in right now.
Yeah, they have 2 more stones, but what are they going to do with them?
Yeah. If you're red, you're perfectly fine with yellow just taking one.
I mean, I guess you could hit the red and try to roll in a little bit.
I think that's what they were looking at, trying to do a hit and roll off of the red that they just threw. That's certainly there. It'd be a little bit hard to roll to get full 8 foot, but certainly not impossible.
Yeah, just gotta. You only have to hit it perfectly right, and it'll be fine.
Too easy, right?
Actually, no, it's not easy.
Yeah, that's a bit of sarcasm. Just hit it perfect.
That's what sweepers are for.
Yep.
Don't even commit.
Oh, actually, that looks pretty darn good.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes. All the way
I
now.
think that is, in fact, second shot now, so I think they are now 2.
Well, It might be. Actually, that one's first shot, actually. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, I don't think it really matters
No.
between first and second
The
there.
point is that they have two.
Yeah.
That's the point. And well buried. There's no
Yeah.
no getting either of those stones out of there.
Yeah, it was a very, very nice shot.
So I guess if
That was,
Red can draw to the 4.
That was Laura Hallisey's first.
Yep, so she's still got another one left, although.
We've got some
Well,
promote options there.
Yeah.
So I think here, Patty Hefner was looking originally at just drawing. But now I think she's taking a second look and seeing if there's a run back and deciding that there probably isn't.
Over on.
I don't see. Oh, I see what she was looking at. There's sort of like a double run, red into yellow. It's probably going to be hard to see on your cameras, but I think she actually just looked at the angles and said, yeah, probably not there. And I would agree with that.
On sheet A, they're down to the hammer, which is yellow, and as you can see, they're sitting 3 yellows, so looks like yellow's going to finally catch up a little bit
Yeah,
on sheet A.
3 yellows, and it's yellow's last one, so I think they have a chance to score 4 and make that a close game.
Looks like they're just trying to draw in here. And is it too hot? Yeah, it's not going to do anything for him.
Yep, that's going to go right to the back of the house. It'll stick around, but won't help them at all.
Not at all.
So I think that gives yellow a draw for a 3.
If you watch on the left-hand side of the screen, you'll see the hammerstone coming in on sheet A.
That looks pretty good to me. It's hard to tell from where I'm sitting, but I think they might have 4 here. I think that is a really nice draw.
Oh,
And given that there's some clapping going on in the warm room right now, I'm going to say that was probably 4.
Or is it 5? Do I see a 5th one in there? Or is that my imagination?
1, 2. I can't tell.
So we can show that if they don't clear it first. Oh, they're clearing it.
I think it was 4.
Yep. I got the camera on it just a little too late there.
I think people were agreeing it's 4. So, but still, that makes the game quite close from a game that looked like Red was running away with it. And back on B, they are drawing for 3, and it might be a hair heavy. Will it check up? I think not quite enough. I think it's just a little too heavy to make it just 2 yellow.
I believe you're right, but see what they think. Yep, I think they must agree with us. So
yeah, I think it was 2 yellow. But still, that puts them on the board.
On the right side of the screen, sheet C is throwing their hammer right now. We'll be coming in a second here. There comes the hammer. And doesn't do anything to change anything. Red 1 on sheet C.
Sorry about that. No. I was exclaiming that I was still drinking my my drink.
What did we say? It was 2 yellow? Is that what we said?
That was 2 yellow, yeah. And I guess C must have just finished up. They're 5th, and it looks like Red took 1. making that game 5-2.
Skip's calling for a corner guard.
Yep.
And over on sheet D, I see another point for red. So that's 3 steals in a row for red.
Yeah, that was a bit back though. But yep,
Oh, did I just forgot to put the score on?
it's possible.
Okay, sorry.
The set's already about half over, so.
Yeah, I guess maybe you did say that. I was just in the middle of something and forgot to put the score up. So it's
No
5-0
worries.
Brockman over Hamilton on sheet D. Okay, now I got all the scores up to date.
It looks like we are up to 30 people watching now, so I guess we haven't totally put you all to sleep yet. Or we did put you all to sleep and you're all just asleep with your YouTube going.
Which has been known to happen.
Oh, I do that almost every night.
Hey, that's what I want. Take a look.
And another guard coming in. This is kind of looking
Yep.
like last end, a collection of center guards.
Lots of guards. It's been a very draw-heavy game.
Little less. We'll at least talk through it.
Been a lot of draw-heavy games actually this weekend. And it looks like we'll have yet another guard. If they can't quite get this to touch. It's pretty close, but I don't think that's actually on.
Nope.
Yep, definitely not. And looks like they're trying to draw behind, but it's going to come up a bit heavy. And looks like it's going to go right through. And I think this one might end up with one in the house. Indeed. So I think they were trying to draw. They were a little tight and ended up promoting theirs in, but doesn't really matter because there's one in the house.
I think that might have been the call, or
Oh.
at least an option. She had been kind of pointing to that one. So
I think it was a very reasonable call. So either way, it was a good result for him. And red is trying to draw in now too.
Oh,
Looks like it lost handle.
yeah, going the wrong way. But there we go, counting the yellow.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's still shot. It's not buried at all, but
Hit and roll, she wants. That's the best call to make. The hit and roll. If you the best.
if you can make it, it's a great shot.
Yeah. Always hard getting the to roll just the amount of the right amount of roll though.
I like that comment, Bo. Beats watching the SEC final. Guess we're a little more entertaining than them, or perhaps a little less depressing. That was a great shot.
Yep, hit and roll. Wow, beautiful.
Yeah,
Absolutely
perfect
beautiful.
roll. So now yellow's got two, not fully buried, but fairly buried in there.
So red's gonna try to hit at least. I don't know if that double doesn't look. Well, yeah, you can make a double there. I think.
It'll be a tough double.
But at least if they hit something out.
Yeah, I mean, you make contact with something, you open it up,
If you hit a guard, that's it can help too.
Yeah. I don't think there's much bad stuff that can happen. And this is looking pretty good. Yeah, so no double there, but certainly got one of them out.
And kept the red in, so it's not bad.
Although that yellow is really buried now. It's buried behind like 3 guards, and I don't think you're going to see any of that.
Not going to peel out all 3 guards to get to that yellow.
Nope. And it's full 8, so that's a pretty good spot for it to be if you're yellow.
What? Yeah, I think that's okay. She was a little okay.
I think they're just trying to put up a guard, or at least, I don't know if that was the call, but that's certainly what's going to happen as long as they get it over. And that's a pretty decent result. That yellow is definitely not going anywhere now. That one in the 8-foot.
I guess if you ticked off the yellow guard on the left, you might be able to a circus shot, as you like to say.
Yeah. I don't think anyone's going to call that shot unless it's a last resort. The red's just sort of trying to draw one, but it looks like it got it out a little wide, and they're waiting for it to come back. I don't think it's going to do any harm, but I think it's going to kind of come up a little short.
Yep.
Be a guard.
And probably a little too close to the yellow next to it to try to run it back into the shot rock there, too.
We can try it. I mean, here is not too. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Let's try it with everyone. I'll try not to be. I won't go crazy.
So now yellow is going to try to put another one in, I think.
Oh, over on sheet D, yellow got 3.
Yeah, 3. So that kind of makes that game quite a bit closer. So now it's 5-3. So we had,
5 for Team Hamilton, 3 for Bachman.
yeah, so we had 3 games that were kind of
Sorry, did I say that wrong? 5 for Team Bachman, 3 for Team Hamilton.
correct.
Let it work if you can.
We had 3 games that were kind of runaways that in the 5th end were made much closer. So now we've got 4 good games. And here back on our feature sheet, yellow was indeed trying to draw another one in, but I think it might end up, I don't know, I think it's good for a second shot.
Yep, it sure is.
Still a bit open, potentially gives red the double, but I don't think red's even looking at that.
Still looking at running back the red.
I don't like that. I mean, if you can kind of give it a nice little straight back tap, but I don't think the run is, that would be rough.
Yeah.
Those to make it not crash on that yellow guard.
That'd be just perfect.
Yeah, I don't know. They're still looking at it. It's there, but I don't like it. I think that's what she's trying. I mean, if you over curl and you just straight promote it, that's not bad at all. But you need to make sure you don't hit it too thin and just end up tapping up that yellow guard. I guess they're pretty flat. I guess as long as you don't hit it immediately on the outside, you know, it's not too much of a risk, but I don't know.
It's still interesting seeing those scoreboards in the background where the sheets A, B, and D all look almost the same.
They do. Very similar anyway.
All four scores for the red and followed by 1 by 5.
I think it's a little outside. It's one thing they didn't want to do. But it's coming in. Oh. Well, it certainly didn't hurt them, but it didn't really help. Ended up taking off that yellow guard, moving that one a little bit further out.
Making room for somebody to draw.
And then going through the house. So yellow's sitting 2 right now, and I think this is their last. But they do not have hammer. And so they're looking at either trying to get a third one in or maybe just blocking up that draw port.
Yep, I mean, ideally blocking the draw port just enough to outcount the red.
That would be ideal. Or I guess they're looking at drawing the other way and just putting a third one in. I don't know about, she's looking at like just tapping the yellow she just threw. I don't know how much that helps you because I don't think your shooter is going to end up being third shot.
Good point.
But I think that's what she's calling. Yeah, I don't know if I personally don't think that's what I would have called, but
yeah, I think I would have tried guarding up the port on the
I would have either
left.
guarded the port or just tried to draw behind, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe if she gets the tap, she's still third. And honestly, a steal of 2 would be pretty good for her right now. Would tie the game up, I believe. But that's definitely tight, so she's not going to get what she wanted. Let's see what happens. I'm going to tap her guard over a little. Might be an okay result, actually. So it still leaves that draw port wide open for red.
You could theoretically get a double off the yellows if you
Yeah, I was looking at that. That
just hit the one in the front, just clip it.
doesn't seem actually all that hard to me to get the double there. And that would be for 2.
Yeah, I think I would, if I had any confidence in my hit ability, I'd go for that.
Someone says that's what she wanted. I'm not sure in response to which shot, although that is coming from Dan Cooper, who I'm guessing is Kim Cooper's related somebody, spouse possibly. But so perhaps I was wrong about an assumption. So red's trying to draw in here, but it's looking like it's over curling a hair. They're on it hard, trying to get it past that guard to maybe promote their own red in. They're past the guard. See if it has enough weight.
Nope.
Unfortunately, it does not. So it's going to be a steal of 2 for yellow.
Look at that. Changes the game around from what we were seeing just 2 ends ago.
Yep. The response was, yes, without hammer, you block the draw path to try and steal. I would agree. But the steal happened.
So on the left side of the screen, you can see sheet C, where looks like that was hammer shot. Yes, ended up with 2 yellow. I
think it might have been 3.
Yeah, I think I thought.
It was definitely 2, possibly 3. So I think that game, our feature sheet is now tied. So very close game. C is now decidedly less close. And I don't know what happened on A, but it looks like red is throwing first. So I think that means red scored. And I think on D, they're still playing their 6th, so we can't really update much on that.
Okay, so I guess they called it a game on sheet C after yellow scored.
Yep, it looks like they
I'll assume they scored
are
3.
shaking.
I'm going to put 3 on them for the scoreboard.
I think it was 3. It was either 2 or 3. I think 3.
That would have put them to get ahead 8-2.
So they're shaking. So that would be a win for Kirshner.
Kirshner, yes.
So I think that puts Kirshner through to the A event finals. So they will play again tomorrow at noon.
Congratulations, Team Kirshner.
And on A, it looks like it was red with 3, putting that game up. Team Finlay. Sorry about that. There's a lot of cheering for the team that just came off the ice. Yeah, so Team Finlay is up 8-4 on sheet A. And right now we have 3 guards in play on our feature sheet. And red is trying to draw behind their corner guard. Looks pretty good. Oh, it's going to come up just a bit short. Maybe not just a bit, a little bit short, but it is a great line. It's fully covered. And so yellow is trying to draw behind their center guard. Looks like it might be a hair light too. Hard to tell. But it's over curling. It's going to be on their guard. So now we have 5 guards up.
Definitely been a lot of guards in every end on this sheet, I think. Well, no, there was one end where we weren't getting guards, I guess. Oh, we're getting lots of comment chats there, aren't we?
I was just reading them. Apparently I was correct in looking at the last name and assuming that Dan Cooper was in fact Kim Cooper's spouse. And you guys are very welcome. And Red was trying to drive behind, but crashed on the guard, but didn't have enough weight to push him in, so now there's 6 guards in play. Seems to be a bit of a theme. They're sweeping this, try to see if it can get enough weight to promote something, but it could not. So we have even more guards.
Guards breeding guards.
So I think she's calling a hit, and I'm not entirely sure what the concept is here. Or I'm just totally wrong. So she hit the one she was hoping for, but I'm not totally sure if she was just trying to. That's not wrong. Frank says race to the 4 foot in the end. It's pretty true. Right now it's just a see who can get one nice and buried first, and I think once you get one buried, they're not getting it out, so.
Yeah. What's the weight? Yes.
They're sweeping, hoping for the promote.
Yes.
Looks like it's lined up well. It's got the weight. Oh, it's over curling.
And yet another guard.
Yep. This looks familiar.
Let's come through here, hit this, and roll this one. Come this way. Control.
Well, you guys are definitely keeping me entertained. We appreciate all the comments. I'm reading them all. Not responding to them all, but. And Red is trying to draw. It's really. Well, maybe they're hitting and rolling. Oh, well, they got one in.
There we go.
It's just biting the 12 foot.
But it's buried, and it's in.
It's definitely, there's a lot of center guards there.
Anything in the house is good at this point.
Right, but the downside to it is really only biting the 12 foot, so you get anything in the house, and it's going to outcount that. But still, it's in the house, so. They are hoping either for the draw or promote, and it looks pretty good for a promote. That's a really nice promote.
Yeah,
it's full 8 foot and fully buried.
Making that red not worth anything at the moment.
Indeed.
Except adding a little more guard to the yellow.
So red's just going to see if they can draw an out count.
Yes! Yes, hard! Yeah, hard, hard, hard! Yeah, hard!
And it's going to overcurl a bit. So they're going to do some tapping. But not quite enough to tap up the red.
So what do we do? Draw just a guard?
You're yellow. You don't have hammer here.
Just
But it
hope
doesn't really hurt to get another one in.
as long as you don't set up a double. somewhere.
Yeah, I was thinking that. There could be bad spots. If you put it too deep, you also give red the opportunity for a nice hit and roll. There's some clapping going on, but I wasn't sure what it was in relation to.
Yeah, on sheet D, it looks like red sitting 3 and red throwing hammer. Is that right? Is that what I see?
I believe that is correct.
So it looks like if they can draw, it'll be 4.
Yeah, that'll pretty much put the game away there if they make that. I guess it's only the 6th, but still. So back on B. Yellow's just trying for, I think, a high draw, hopefully out-counting the red, but it's going to be a guard, and I think the guard is a perfectly reasonable option given that they're sitting 1 without hammer. Just block off that draw path.
On sheet D, the hammer stone's coming in. And it's going to be slowing down, and it looks pretty fast. Yep, hammer goes right out the back, so that makes it 3 red on sheet D. So that's 3 more points for Team Brockman. Puts them ahead 8-3.
That's still pretty solid lead after 6.
Forgot to mark sheet C as a final. Let's put that final word in there. Okay, now sheet C says final.
Frank and Dan are having debates on what shot they would throw. I think both are good options. But red here is, I think, trying to do a run back. But that's real tight. So they're looking at plan B. Well,
Well, moved the red up a little bit.
I was going to say, for plan B, it wasn't horrible. It just doesn't really help them. But got things moving. And sometimes just shaking things up could be helpful. Although in this case, I don't really think.
Didn't leave enough of port to.
I don't really think it. I don't really think it gave them enough that that I would say that was particularly helpful. But I think Yellow's just looking at guarding it up, taking their steal of 1, which is pretty reasonable. Maybe they're looking at trying to draw one. Yeah, I think they are going to try to draw one in behind their yellow there and try to get second shot.
I think I might have just heard her say biting, but that might have been my imagination.
That's possible too.
Still some debate going on here. Over on sheet A. Red just hit a yellow out of the house.
Yeah, it looks like yellow is on their hammer, and I think it might be a draw for one.
Yeah, red's got 3 split all over the place there, so.
Yeah, so I think if you're yellow, you're just gonna hope for your one. I think she's drawing towards the outside.
Because there's some guards you can't really see on this camera shot, so that's why she's going that way. Okay, back on our sheet.
Yep.
We got our last yellow rock coming down.
She's either trying to cut off the draw path or draw behind. Couldn't quite tell from where the broom was. Or possibly plan A is draw behind, plan B is cut off the draw path. But
Well,
kind of didn't really do too much of either. Kind of crashed on their own guard.
if anything, it made the draw path a little better. So, what are they thinking about? I don't know if there's anything to think about except draw. Draw to red. Somewhere in the forefoot. Or even almost touching for her.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely there. Certainly not an easy job, but it's definitely all there.
So on sheet A, are they shaking? Is that a handshake?
Can't. Yep, that's handshakes. So I'm guessing the draw was not successful,
Yeah.
which
probably.
would put Team Findlay as the winner. Not sure what the final score was, but
I'll count it as 3, but it doesn't really matter.
nah, it really doesn't. So now here's hammer. We're sweeping early, but think they realize it's a little outside. So it's got to get all the way back to the forefoot, or at least pretty close to the forefoot. And no, I don't know.
Oh,
I think it's close, but I think it's still one yellow.
I don't know. I'm kind of thinking red.
Maybe I'm not going to speculate because I'm probably going to be wrong.
I'm feeling red.
I'm actually not sure if it was. I was not paying attention to sheet A. So the question was the hammer burned on A? Couldn't see if it went through or if it was kicked through. I to be honest, I was not paying attention.
Yep, none of us saw sheet A. Sorry.
Yeah, I think it's yellow too, but I'm not going to speculate. And I think they're measuring, so I think that means they're.
My money's on red.
I'm thinking yellow, but it's close regardless. Oh,
And so just one other game over on sheet D.
it seems there's not agreement as to whether it's yellow or red on the in the live chat. So, guess it's close enough. It's definitely worth measuring. It's yellow.
You're yellow, you win.
I don't know if there's winning or
Okay.
losing there. It's still a very good attempt.
1 yellow. So yet another team. Nut point for team.
Yeah, that was
Hallisey, and
that was a big turnaround. It went from
behind and
4-0 to 5-4. So it was a nice comeback. See if they can hold it. So we're now in the 8th end on our feature sheet here, and it's going to be kind of quiet.
center guard.
Yep, it's a pretty nice one. I think this would not be considered a semifinal, and therefore, if it is tied after 8, it will go to skip stones. It will not go to an extra end. And red tried to draw to the outside or tried to draw a corner, but through, just a bit heavy. And now yellow has a second center guard up.
Elena Pazderska with her last throw of game, I presume.
So I think they're trying to get a corner guard up, and it looks like they are indeed going to get it over. Not quite as deep as they'd hoped, but still a good corner guard.
Ryan calls for yellow. That would be Hallisey. Laura Hallisey is the skip, right?
Yep. So now yellow is going to try to draw behind their nice center guards. They were sweeping hard, but now they're off of it. I think they think it's a little heavy. That's pretty close, actually. It's not going to bury quite as much as they'd hoped, but the weight was pretty good. And it's a pretty good shot.
Yep, nothing to complain about there.
No, not at all.
Take out the guard, she says. Carubia.
Yeah, so they're just trying to peel there and open it up so that they can have a shot at that yellow.
And they do at the moment.
Yep. Yeah, yellow's going to try to put that guard back up so they don't, but for now they do.
Cha-cha.
little heavy and wide for a guard. No, not heavy. I lied about that. That's light. Either that or it picked.
Not going to make it. So yellow's wide open and a hit target.
Yep. That was an unfortunate shot, unfortunately. So red has a nice open hit. They're going hard. They're worried it's going to crash. I think it's past. Oh, just barely.
And
So they will hit and roll to the outside.
but-
Still stick around.
So
That was a really nice one. So
they have a rock in the house anyway.
they
And
do. They do.
not
So yellow's
terribly
going to try
threatening
to.
looking.
Yellow really kind of needs to get one buried here. So we're in vice stones now. If I can count, which I think we already know I can't count, but nevertheless, I think I'm right in this case. We are in fact
Cooper?
on vice. Yeah, I believe this is Kim Cooper.
Dan, we got Dan, her husband, on the chat there, right?
Yep.
Is that the Dan? Was that what it was?
Yep, that is correct. And a little wide, so they could not sweep. And as a result, they'll get an extra guard. Although an extra guard when you're
When you're
when
up.
you don't have hammer
Yeah.
is not horrible. And if you're red, you just peel that guard. Don't give them anything to hide behind.
Linda Pesci.
It's pretty good. Yep. Got rid of that guard. This is what they were hoping for. Just open up the center a bit, and they did that. The other yellow guard is still there, but it's going to be hard to get rid of both, so I think they're very happy with that.
Kim Cooper with probably her last stone of the game, I presume.
Yep. I think there's no way it wouldn't be her last time.
Yeah,
So,
unless we're wrong about next end.
yeah, I'm pretty sure this is not a semi, so I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure it just goes to skips rocks. And I don't know if this is going to have enough. It's close. Not quite. Think
Nope.
it's not biting, no.
Nah, it's not biting. But they're going to hit it anyway. Or try, I should say. Linda Pesci with her last stone.
Yep. Oh, rules say skips rocks until the final. So regardless, this is definitely going to go to skips rocks if it's tied after 8. Thank you, Bo. Apparently, I didn't read the rules.
So there goes the wrong stone. Didn't really do much good for red there.
No.
So it looks like yellow wants to bump their yellow in, I'm
Yep.
guessing.
Yeah, I think they're trying to promote that yellow behind those guards. If for some reason they're wide and they draw, it's probably fine too, but I think they're playing for the promote.
Okay, here comes Laura Hallisey.
hard to tell. I think it looks pretty good.
And
it kind of ended up splitting them in.
yeah, we definitely got 2 yellows.
I was going to say they might be sitting first and second now.
Yeah, I can't really tell from this wide
They're definitely
angle
sitting
camera.
first. That yellow
Yep.
on the left side of the house is definitely shot. As for the others, I think yellow is second shot now
Yeah,
too. But
feels more yellow, but
so I
can't
think
tell for
they,
sure.
I think they split them on. I think red now is calling the hit and roll to get rid of that shot rock and hopefully roll to the center.
Just looking at, taking a peek at the house on sheet D. We're sitting 1 yellow at the moment.
Yeah, I'm not sure 1 yellow is.
Not going to do much
Yeah.
good.
I think unless yellow gets a big end, I think this might be the last end for them.
So red just threw their last stone, didn't make any change. So yellow's got 1 stone left, and they're sitting 1 at the moment with lots of other rocks in the way.
So red, Patty Hefner is now trying that hit and roll. I'm calling him off. Needs to curl a lot. And is it going to curl enough? It is not. Just going to go right past.
So we think yellow's sitting 2,
Yeah, definitely sitting 1.
and we got 1 rock of each color left to throw here.
Yep. So if you're yellow right now, you don't have hammer. I think I would just block off that draw path. I don't think you really have to do anything fancy. If you, they're looking if they're 1 or 2.
I mean, I don't know that it
If you're
matters
2,
too much. If they get 1, that's all they need. So that second one, I don't think it matters, does it?
Well, it doesn't, but I think if they were only sitting 1 and they missed their shot,
red could
then
not knock the yellow out. Right?
they're concerned about
Yeah.
whether or not red could get 2.
Yeah.
And I think they decided they're sitting 2. I think. I'm not positive about that, but that's why they were looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they're just trying to block off that draw path.
Over on sheet D, yellow's taken a few minutes to think about that shot, so I don't know what they expect to do, how many points they think they could possibly get out of that. But
And she'll definitely take away that drop off and sit. Well, now it's for sure at least 2 yellow. So red has to draw for 1.
yeah, if they hit that yellow that just went in, it's not going to do them any good.
No, it really isn't at all. That was a pretty good shot by yellow, by Laura Hallisey.
They could hit the yellow in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Yep. Yeah, red needs to get 1 to tie. I don't think there's any way at this point that red is going to get 2.
So, and over on sheet D, the hammer is finally being thrown. We might as well watch that. Why don't we just watch the house on sheet D and see what happens?
I think they might have been trying to run that yellow into the red to get 3, but that's not what's going to happen. So I think it's going to be 1 yellow.
1 yellow on sheet D.
And that makes it 8-4. Let's see if they're going to shake or not. And they are.
They are. There's the handshake on sheet D.
So that's
So we'll go back to our sheet C after scoring one yellow on sheet D.
Yeah, so this
But-
is potentially the last rock of the game. Well, it's the last rock of the game one way or another, but potentially last rock thrown, depending on whether or not they score and go to skips rocks.
Patty Hefner, here she comes with the hammer. The excitement builds.
Yeah, I think she was trying a hit and roll in, which is interesting.
Oops, sorry about
Nope.
that. Forgot to switch the house camera back, but anyway, that's
And so she was trying to hit
That's
that
Sam
yellow
Fitz.
on the outside and roll in, but that's not quite what happened. She hit the yellow that Laura Hallisey had just thrown, and that would be a steal for yellow and ending the game right there. So that would be Team Hallisey with a come from behind win after being down 4-0. They will take the game with I don't know how many it was in the last one. It doesn't really particularly matter.
probably
So-
3. So that's what I put on the scoreboard here. But like you said, they win.
Yep, it doesn't really matter what the final score was. So
And so we'll
well
the
played by
picture.
both teams though.
here's our
Hallisey won.
Team Hallisey picture. Congratulations. So they move on to the whichever is it
I'm not-
tomorrow morning. Is that what they do?
I think it
tomorrow
was
early?
the C event.
Yeah.
I probably should have paid more attention and actually looked, but
Go look at the draw yourselves. You can figure it
Yeah.
out. Okay. Well, I guess that wraps up our webcast for
Yep.
this draw, and we'll be back in 10 minutes for the 8:30 draw.
yep. Thank you all for watching.
Bye.